Hi there, I'm Abhishek Inamdar from Keyframes Animation. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a fresh donut in Adobe Illustrator, and this is what I'm gonna show you today. So in this tutorial I've made a simple circle, and with the help of shading I've done this. So I'm very excited to share these techniques with you. So let's get started with the first lesson. We'll go to File, it's a new. I'll name this document donut, D-O-N-U-T, donut ads, and I'll go to web as well. Size is fine because we can keep any size right now, and the rest is everything is fine. So I'll say OK. Say ellipse tool, and if you drag the ellipse tool, click on color to see if you drag the ellipse tool, it is not uniform. So if you press shift, it is a dragging uniform. So the center point is on upper left corner. We don't want that. So the dragging option will be, I'm pressing shift and alt, and it will be a uniform from the center. So this is what we want. So this is the base of the donut, and I want gradient. I'll press G on my keyboard, and this is the gradient we have on, and we can give it right away from here. So I'll take this preset, and of course we don't want these colors, but I'll just tweak these colors. Double click, you can see yellowish. Don't want this. It will be slightly dark towards black. Now I want one more bucket. This is called bucket. So I'll press alt and drag. I'll got a new bucket on that. And here again I want two buckets. I'm clicking drag. I'm pressing alt and drag. I'll get one more bucket. So just move around, because this is here we want a cut here as a center. So what I'll do is I'll say Control C, and I'll press Control Shift and V, that is paste in place. If you want to check that, edit, that is paste in place, shift Control V. So I'll just Control C and press Control Shift V. Come down with the size, press shift and alt, go and take single color. We want it single color, and right now I don't want the outline as well. Slightly we want the haze around that center point. So I'm click and press shift, select the bigger shape and go to Pathfinder. You will locate that Pathfinder in Windows. In Pathfinder, it's a Pathfinder. So in this we can cut the objects. First is unite minus front and intersect. So we'll use this one because we don't want this front object. So front minus front, and click and say minus. So as simple as that. So now we have got the base of it. I'll just refine my shading to this. Slightly I want darker side of this. Now it's fine. Not so, yeah. third bucket. fine. So now what I'll do is I'll make one more copy of it. I'll press Ctrl C, again I'll press Ctrl Shift and V, same copy I've got, and I've changed the color. Take something in very bright color, that will be a cream. Come down like this. So if you know, the cream is not very well placed like a donut, so we have to give some noise in this. So the best thing to get the noise, go on say smudge tool, go to wrap, and if you press Alt and Shift, you can come down to the size. You can increase and decrease the size of the brush. So some around this brush, and maybe like this. Go inside it. I'll press again Alt. If you press only Alt, you will get some good shapes like this to distort. See, so you can do as of requirements. So this is fine. And one more thing, again I'll press Alt and make it perfect round shape, and I'll press again Alt and Shift to make it bigger, because we don't want the cream should overlap our donut ring inside it. Keep it like this slightly. Go and add shadow, and go to appearance and click here, fill, this fill object, go to effects, say stylize, and say drop shadow, say on preview. Surely we don't want so much harsh shadows, so I'll come with the offset X, is fine, and opacity some around 60 is fine. I'll say OK. Same thing again, I'll go and say here as well, stylize and drop shadow. Here this shadow is fine, we don't have to, the previous setting is there, so I'll say OK. Select it, make some rounded rectangles as the sprinklers, sugar sprinklers. So make single color. I'll give a color of red. Zoom it by pressing Ctrl and plus. Now I want some whitish overlay on it, so this will be this is a sugar sprinkler basically, so we have to give some highlight to it. So for that I'll go to appearance again and select this red fill, go to FX, again say stylize and say inner glow, and inner glow, say OK, preview. So now it is on edge, we want on center, so this is absolutely fine. I'll just tweak something in the blur part, this is fine, and the opacity somewhere around 70 is fine. So I'll say OK. Make a duplicate, I press Alt and drag, make something like this, maybe like this, again this one, slightly differentiate on the orientation. So if you see sugar sprinklers, they are colorful, so some will be red, some will be yellow. So I'll just change this yellow from here, or green, maybe yellow is fine, say blue, again something different, opaque, I don't want to go inside it. What happened? Okay, not selected. Green, dark green, again will be some dark pink, it's fine. I'll make it this brown, or yeah, fine, no problem. I'll just make circle. Now the same thing, I want everything, the inner glue and everything. So for that I'll press I on my keyboard, that is eyedropper. If you double click, there is option appearance, this should be on appearance, and eyedropper picks and everything, and eyedropper applies and everything. I'll say OK. So I'll say, see, the glue is coming, make a duplicate of it. Not green, maybe blue. Here will be again. So now if you see in Illustrator, we have a very good tool, that is a symbol sprayer. If you click on spray, you will get a symbol sprayer. If go to Windows and say symbols, symbol is over here. Symbols, yeah, click, symbol will be, we can spread these symbols and we can make a spray of it. So the point is, I'll make sugar sprinklers as a symbols. So what I'll do is I'll just drag and drop here symbol and click this sprayer, and I'll say double click. I don't want huge brush, I'll say 100, say OK. Now just spray it like this. So now I'll just come down with the size, and we don't want, we have to arrange it. So how we can do that? It's very easy. I'll just double click. Now this is the, we can shift the symbols. I'll say OK, press Alt and you can shift it slightly. Slightly outside. So this is what, and we can come down with the opacity somewhere. So if you double click again and say symbol resize is there and symbol screener. So intensity will be some around 2. Let's say OK. If you only brush it, it will make slightly screener side. See, slightly come down with the opacity. Say intensity is fine, to which very low. So now this is what the tutorial was, to make a donut, and I'll make a background of it. I'll just drag a rectangle and color will be so now press Ctrl Shift and bracket. So it will be go backward. You can do like this as well. Right click and say arrange, bring send to back, bring to front. Right click, arrange, send to back. So here, and I'll select this. Don't want this. Selecting on this and press shift, you can get only donut. I will say Ctrl G to group it and make copy of it. Say click. Donuts, fresh donuts. Fresh donuts, yes. Click again, I'll go to appearance, say effects, stylize, drop shadow, preview and say OK. So I'll just close this one, I don't want it. So this was the tutorial for today, and if you really liked my donut tutorial, do subscribe my channel, that is Keyframes Online, and do let me know how was it. And if you want some kind of tutorial, do let me know so I can make for you. Thanks for watching and always enjoy learning.